that was an absolutely fantastic start for Gentlemates. They take map 1 in this game against Apex. I'm your host, Yingsun, and I'm back here with Kakuka and Billy. I mean, we knew that this roster had a lot of talent, and it's really, really nice to see it all come together and having their IGL lead from the front as well.
I am surprised because I know that, and I'm going to give some context to people, we had been hearing mixed comments about mates. Is it that they're super good? Some of the Screambox was like they were unreal. Then some of the teams were like, no, we don't really have much expectations. And looking at it from the outside and having all these pieces put together, you have a right to be in either of these positions. I do have to say, with the amount of time that they've had, what they have achieved, like some of those protocols were so well drilled, no risks being taken for no reason, having that kind of fundamentals, I think that it speaks to what you're saying of also Robbie being very in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think Robbie BK is an IGL that's been in Tier 2 for the kind of past few years. He's kind of that young and upcoming IGL, so it's been really nice to see his performance throughout this map. And a lot of firepower as well, right? Back-to-back multi-frags coming out for him, so for him to be able to lead from the front and be able to have this amount of firepower is really impressive to me.
I mean, we should have been able to tell he was going to be good when he's rocking the Paper X gun, buddy. I feel like that's a tell. That's a tell, but also just the energy as well.
Totally.
He is
cheering,
IGLing, but also just like screaming, roaring, BMing. Yeah, I love it all.
And we've seen that going wrong already, you know, like maybe getting too overexcited, letting that get into your head. No,
put it away.
You should know better. But you know, we're seeing Gokid here on the screen holding the papers. Is explaining already all the plans that they're going to have for Haven, and after the performance that we saw on the first map.
Yeah, I mean, on the whole, it felt like they weren't really challenged all that much. However, with the exception of Floor, it felt like Floor was causing them the most issues throughout these rounds. I mean, we knew that Floor was going to come out swinging, but Billy, did you expect her to have this kind of performance on her debut?
It's hard to say. I think everyone was kind of anticipating this, and when I found out that Kayak was leaving Apex to go onto Fnatic, I was like, who is their fifth going to be? As soon as I found out it was Floor, absolutely delighted, and I think that she gave a great showing in this first map.
Yeah, and probably, you know, I can understand if someone would think that she'd be nervous and maybe that the pressure would get to her. Not to Floor. Like, this is what she was made for. I had no doubt that this was the kind of performance that we're going to see from her. We all remember that clutch that he had with the op in that 1v3, where she has... this one that we're seeing right here, she gets the kill. She doesn't even hesitate for half a second to pop the knives out and give us this play. This is something that only Floor can give us.
Yeah, we've seen that so many times as well in game changes, but this is the thing on the other side of this. Click, bit of a slower start for him, but once again, a super, super formidable player.
Yeah, I think so. I think Click, I was getting a little bit worried when we were watching him on the defense. I think he only had about 6 kills on the defense, but then as soon as we got into that attack pistol, he picked up a 4K. So that was really impressive. And again, another player that has come up from challengers, right? So maybe just taking a little bit of time to warm up to the stage.
Yeah, and VCT America's fans, I'm only going to say this one time, so clip it, you know, whatever you want to do with it. Buy the Sentinels bundle, because Zelsis has put out the most goated tweet of all time, and for this tweet alone, I feel like everybody should just buy the Sen bundle, give him what he wants. I think we have the tweet. If we don't have the tweet, then I've just given him a promotion for free and no reason.
Hopefully, I want to see.
You're welcome, because I absolutely love the community reaction we've had as well. And yeah. I mean, Jordan is just a walking W.
I have never seen Jordan being wrong. No, I haven't.
I have a few
wasn't
times.
there.
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
Yeah. What do you make of this, Billy?
I mean, no words. He's correct. Floor is the GOAT. Really, you can't argue with that, can you?
Yeah, and Mel here is criticizing the fact that Mosey took the Vandal and didn't give it to Floor. So she's so real for that, though.
I mean, I assume that there was a planning going on and all this. And we have to say, at the beginning of the game, it was Mosey and Fluorescent carrying the team.
Yeah, Mel saying Effies would have fined me $10,000 if I ever had a Vandal while Floor had a classic. And hopefully Mosey learned his lesson. But let's jump back in and talk about the next map, because we saw that on the screen from Kata. He was holding up a 2-0, you know? He was so sure and he's so confident right now. Does he have a right to be Billy, given the track record of Apex on Haven?
I don't think so, no. I think I'm looking forward to going into Haven. I think for me, as soon as we get into that agent select, it's going to be interesting to find out if they stick to the usual antics that they're usually up to and what they're going to be putting those new players onto.
Yeah, I want to see some new agents. We know that for the first map, for Pearl, they went pretty conservative on both of the sides. We were discussing it with Solkas that maybe added a little spice to give you some edge. But on Haven, we're still waiting to see that big surprise and probably all of the advancements and the progress from the offseason.
Yeah, but this is the thing for Apex, though. I like the fact that they went in for comfort picks for the last map. Like, everybody knew what role they were doing. Even Odorous was out here, you know, he was doing very well, supporting his team as well. So for Apex, I feel like I would be okay for them to be a bit more vanilla. I'm fine with it.
I mean, I'm fine if this is what they need for this tournament, right? But I think that when you're coming in as the underdog, I know that the battle throughout Ascension, like you have already been fighting for an entire year just to be here. You also need 1, time to rest, 2, time to like reassemble with some new protocols and whatnot. But I would like to see them up to speed with the rest of EMEA if they want to stay here.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think with both of these teams having quite a few roster changes, you do need to kind of get up to speed and figure out what are your protocols on each map and you know, kind of build that synergy as well. Both of these teams, with them having so many changes, it's hard to say whether or not they're going to have that synergy built up just yet.
Yeah, and winning dominantly here will be an absolute blessing because they have to play Team Heretics next. And what you don't want is to give those MS, you know, those Neil, Zenio, and Weber any footage on your team, on your game, because they're going to be able to counter you. I mean, they'll have 5 days, and that's like 4 days too many for them.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the only team that has not made a single change, and after being top 2 in almost every tournament last year, it's definitely something to be scared of. Of course, you're going to be against the top of the top. I want to talk also about Zipan. You know, I think that his utility on the previous map was perfect to say in so many rounds. I think that he's fitting in so well. I was kind of hesitating. I love the fact that he is in Gentleman's because he also brings in not only the experience but also the flexibility. Do not forget that in the past he's been a very good race player.
Yeah, I think to that point we could see that on both the KOs on each side, right? Mozzie was being able to set up Fluorescent really well with the KO utility too. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if both of those players are still playing Initiator to kind of set Click and Fluorescent up.
Also, I've never seen Floor yap this much. What's she talking about in there? Let's take a look at the agent select and see what we're going to get on Haven. And it looks like Neon on Click, he's so good on it. You know, you have to not be surprised at that. But what about the rest of this?
Yeah, I'm going to say I did not expect to see the Neon. We know that she suffered from those nerves, and we knew that it would take a toll on some of the teams coming into Kickoff. And I honestly had in my mind that most of them, no, if not all of them, were going to move away from it. So I'm very excited to see how Click is going to play it.
And Neon's disgusting. Neon is disgusting. Sorry, Billy. What do you make of this?
Oh, you did not have to do that too. No, I feel like for Apex again, sticking with comfort picks, right? Not really branching out too far from what they know. Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah, and Kata versus Avova on Haven, like what is this, 2021? We roll back the years here.
Well, I think that we should bring in Mitch on the desk so he can tell us about
exactly. And back in the days, Avova was the one that invented some of the smokes we still use on this map to this day, and I can't wait to see what he can do here and jump back into game with Pansy and Gentlemates Mini.
They got jokes today. I do want to kind of ask you, though, Gentlemates Mini, about this Neon coming in. It feels like it's fallen out of favor. Do you see validity in this pick? Is it comfort for the player? But at what point do you say, no, we can't be leaning on this?
I don't think it's comfort for Click because he's more than fine with Jet.
Jet, right?
But they must have some wacky ideas up their sleeve.
Sure. And I've got faith in Robbie now. Yeah, Robbie says so. I'm on board.
Is that where we're at already?
I'm such an easy sell. Such an easy sell. He's got a personality and he did all right on some mid-rounding. I'm like, yeah, best player EU.
I'm a little bit concerned. Is the one slide, you can't use it for map control. You're going to have to choose whether you want it for the exec or for the control. Instantly a massive fight towards A.
Oh, we got a brawl off the start. Here we go. Floor. Going to be towards Long. Click going to get it kicked off, though. It's Floor going to do well towards Robbie. And they're willing to challenge on this. Apex is sticking around, but you can see that there is a fight. And here comes the stun, and here comes the support. You don't fight alone when you're with Apex. Floor is still present, but 17 HP isn't much. 2 kills already, but has to back away here. Stun's going to come through, or flash, excuse me. Repositions towards the site, but look how far away. Hype's trying to close the gap as fast as he can. He couldn't get there in time. Mini does the damage, but the site's not secure. Hype now gives away the game, but they double swing. He's going to call this down, surely. He's still got the turret to put in if he fancies it, but Gentlemate's going to make their move.
Yeah, good call. Just get away from Hype. But he is on that trial.
Yeah, he's not far from this. A Mini. What would you expect? It sees a shoulder. He knows it's a fake. He's still got the turret. He's got the alarm bot. He's got all the util in the world. He could maybe feel he could place in. Maybe he doesn't feel he has the timing for it. But now, plants in. Stuns there. A little bit of a look from Zipan. Still has not seen where Mini's repositioned to. Gentlemates trying to hold in this 2v1. He's paranoid about the right, but we know it's the left. There's the shot. He's got to know now. Hype's got to go in, got to make it happen. He's going to find Mini, but can he get Zipan? Zipan sharp on pistols. Don't forget about that sort of stuff. Ooh, what are we up to here? Hype, that's a little bit messy. Wrong time to go for it. And Zipan going to capitalize on that small error.
Yeah, I've not seen a line bot used like that before, but
Creative.
we go next. I do want to highlight Floor a little bit. Okay, we've been hyping her up, but I think in that 2v2,
yep.
I think she should have pulled back into CT and let Hype with the flank create that
Close the
space. They were not expecting Hype on that flank at all, and I think Floor just needed to get ahead.
Those sort of decisions will be interesting to see how they come through further into this, right? Again, I think we've always seen Floor kind of...
Like,
bit
we don't need to rein her in too much, but...
No, but that
like,
situation...
Yeah, just when it really matters.
That would be one to look back on. See the consideration, of course. If you are on the Floor fan club, head over to Stronglegs' stream. You just get Mel there as well, yapping away. Yeah. It would be. Oh, you've really got a nice little what are they called? The abbreviation of it. 10 out of 10. I'm joining. But beyond that, for Gentlemates, this is a good start. It got a bit messy. I mean, it was a very messy beginning, so it's very hard to extrapolate much information away from it. It was down to a 1v2 and. Now I want to see their stability here. I want to see how well Robbie does again. Was that, just a really good performance on map 1? Does he have that impact here? Click as well, started to really heat up the end, but this Neon's got me question marking a little bit, but I'd like to see how it works out. For now, this is good. Click does well and gets confident and gets some more. Only really response from Floor thus far. Going to be handled by Zipan as Molesy now last alive. 1v4 is a lot. A little bit of chip damage here towards Zipan and Mini. But no one's really given him much play here. They are swinging out, but there we are. 4 standing, 2 Bulldogs remain. I think they can clean up any of the extras. Yep, Vandal's back in play. Good round from them, cleaning up, 4 alive.
Nice though, Antico. Very common on Haven to see teams drift towards that scene. You get the orb for free, and then if you can see someone spotting there, then you can kind of drift away. But if no one's there, you kind of walk up and kind of take contact. So.
Yeah. One enemy. Pretty well. Nice start.
It looks like I think they're going to go for a fast B here on the bonus. Very common on bonus rounds for this kind of player.
It feels quite standard, right? It feels like a good idea so far.
The nano is there.
This is how well it's controlled. Robbie just going anti-out. Molesy committing backside here. Well, he might have stayed towards that connector side, but actually wants in towards backside. Don't know, but Click's got space, and he's got a kill, stunning from Click. He's even done damage on the follow-up, but Avova close enough by that he bails out his teammate. Hyde down on 15 HP, ain't much here. Avova needs to get out of danger. That was getting a little bit too deadly. Well, trying to address that back line, but it is being controlled by utility at this point, but it's Odorous. Hello, out of nowhere, does get his gun out. What on earth is going on? It was Odorous of all people. Steps back in, takes 3, but Mini left in a 1v4. And that's not going to go too well. Floor going to get there in the end. We've got 1 back. It was a decent bonus, to be fair, from Gentlemate, so it wasn't exactly like a small investment, so well handled by Apex, but as you said, a quite simplistic approach and quite a standard approach.
Yeah, but for me, there's a reason why I like that B except like when you got the kind of lower guns, like they had a few, but those lower guns that B site allows you to get up close.
Nice,
kind
close and personal, right?
Yeah.
Mini likes it dirty on. Brilliant. That's good.
One thing that they could do with the layering of this Neon, though, you saw the wall going up towards that B.
Right side, A connector.
I wonder if that's something that they could add some layers on later on. We'll leave it there.
Okay.
Leave it there.
Check back in. Little look. It looks straight down towards A.
That's not across it.
No judgment from you on this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, who was that guy? Shadow.
Yeah.
It's a Shadow reference, isn't it? Yeah, just an A control here for mates. Just getting that smoke down. Recon out. getting that control. Robbie's going to come back and put some pressure on Garage. Like, you need to get rid of the Sentinel util. But yep.
I'm hitting the report button. I'm confused, I'm scared. And sadly for Robbie, he didn't break the util towards B with that shock dart. So there's no pressure, no worry in the back of their mind about that B site. Gonna pop a little smoke in front of it, but it's all controlled and well handled by Hype. The rest of the pack from Gentlemates were always heading towards this A site. Now, it's here. Now, this util should display everything. That's at least 2 players, and that stun was certainly not cosmetic. Click's there, going to be capitalized on it. Odorous in trouble, cleared out from Sewer. But do they expect one more? They're looking, and they do. Kadabra, lovely. Expecting, or at least considering where Floor was residing. And this is all now going to flip over. Favorable to the Gentlemate side with 3 standing in a post-plant crossfire. Solid. Zipan does what he needs to. And for Avova, the options are near on 0. That's got at least the paranoia. Going to force 1 away. Isolates a fight on Zipan, but Zipan's sharp. He's on it.
yeah,
Gentlemate's right back on.
that's a rough one to lose. After getting those kind of like, some like free kind of picks.
I mean, beautiful work. Yeah, absolutely. Losing on the site like this.
Yeah, 3A, and we've kind of pushed down sewers. I left our breach player isolated on the side.
One enemy remaining.
Best decision.
What do you think
he
the
should've-
theory was? I can't logic it out.
Really not sure.
No.
I think they might have been worried that they were like walking up C or something, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. What I did like from Mates though was getting that A control and then not just making it really obvious, going back, making sure that they're going through the protocol list of, you know, trying to clear out that Senti util, even though they got a bullet to the face through a wall from Hype. It's a good sign.
Click getting closer. Forced to back away, glimpse over the top. Floor gonna get 1. Back in, double dips, and gets a second. Robbie goes down. Odorous layering on top of the ult here. Didn't, I think, get a tag for it. Maybe got clicked there. I'm not too sure who got the chip damage on him. But they've got 3 alive here. 3v4. And Gentlemates have done well in these odds, so don't ride them out of the round just yet. But they're going to gather together, slow things down for a second.
It's a beautiful play. I wonder if that was notable or if something that they've cooked up. Just that tiny distraction from the server ult enabling Floor. A lot of this game is just these tiny distractions, you know, letting players just get easy kills.
I quite like how passive Apex is sitting on this. They've kind of given up their A side, not going to make the same sort of mistakes. They don't really need to be taking too much. They've got a lot of util still with Avova, Molzy, and Odorous still has his dart back on, so he should be fine to set something in motion. If you're looking at Gentlemates to try and hold on to this, you're looking at Kadabra really. You do have the ult with Click, but I don't know if this is the time nor the place, but Odorous waiting for the goer. Smoke's going up, stun going out. It is going to be retake time. Flash is good. Click is still going to find the shot, though. Hype could have fallen. There's that ult. And Mini! Big follow-up. 2v2. I've told you, the odds don't seem to matter when it's Gentlemates. But down to the 1v1, Mini is there. Stoic in nature, holds down the site. And Gentlemates again against the odds. Pull off the round.
I think I'm going to sound like a massive hindsight Harry here, but
Do it.
I didn't like that they left the site there at all.
Really?
I think that it depends how you want to approach this map, but teams I've coached, it's like if on that A site, it's actually really hard to retake. They're retaking through 2 tiny choke points.
Yep.
One of them you have to jump out a window.
Sure.
Like to try and retake and allow the kind of 3
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Either we got to get a flank going, or we have to just hold the site.
Okay.
And that's something I'll probably continue talking about if we're leaving that site for retake, is usually a mistake, in my opinion.
Now, going to be suffering those consequences down on the Sheriffs. Vova already going to cop a whole lot of damage, has to get out of there. He can't really withstand it. It looks pretty all in. There was a little bit of a mid-exploration from Apex, going to be walking themselves down, but cancelling that because the site's already been scooped up from Gentlemates.
Same anti-eco approach from Mates. C is their preferred site.
Ooh, look at the pace on this though. Hold on, Floor sent in. The paranoia perfect, but she catches a bit of the flash herself. She's now in danger and dealt with. Zipan, good work from Gentlemates. Off that high pressure play, they still find stability. There was that stun, there was the paranoia, the dart. It was all layered well, but it was handled.
Yeah, I mean, I think Apex did the best they could. Didn't quite get lucky enough to hit some of those shots, but good idea. Going forward, Mates, throughout this season, like that kind of anti-eco approach, we're going to need to see a little bit of a mix-up at some point. But, you know, first game is fine. It's fine.
So we do start seeing some ults hitting now. Timeout for Apex, if you were wondering at home. Obviously, it is a 5-1 scoreline, so this would be the time to try and slow things down and get a touch of the base. It seems like a similar response to what the issues were on map 1 being resolved, potentially with that operator with Floor, but we'll see. On the other side, though, couple of ults here. One off from Robbie's, and Zipan already has his. So that's going to be there on the cards. One off from Hype as well, locked down around. One away from Molzy.
Yeah, I think just standing floor towards A with the ult here is going to be a pretty standard approach. We don't want, you know, the common approach with these kind of ults that Zipan and Kadabra have, the kind of breach ult, is usually towards A. The Omen ult, there's some fancy ults into the CT spawn, but quite often on A too. We'll see if they look out for those. We don't want to be in a situation where they've got a breach ult and a post plant. No. On the other side, Hype is one away, but it's very rare that teams on this map go for aggression to get Killjoy ults.
Doesn't seem all that worth it, but let's find out if the answer from Apex actually is where it needs to be.
You see Molzy waiting in heaven here, I think, for that Omen ult just in case.
Yeah, we see it early, so up and over. So expecting that operator's going to be in play. There's the TP.
Trying to drag the rotations away from C, I think, into that CT.
Oh, the only one here is Avova. This is tough. I don't know how you're meant to survive on the back of the site with these sort of hits here. Hype's now caught in no man's land, leaving Avova to try and survive just in his smoke here. Dart's going to dissipate, so he's got a second lease at life. Waiting for the contact to come, but it's actually being stalled out quite well here. Click still close by, is still a problem. He's still a danger. Ult going to come in just to force them away, but do they still think Avova's here? I mean, they might do. I feel like they're trying to be heads up about it. Molzy's gone down, but an isolated fight. He could have done some damage, but it's odorous as well. Look at the damage on Kadabra. This is still not perfectly secure yet, and Hype starts to wander. Takes away Click, can't follow up. It's down to a 2v2. Kadabra down low, Mini down low. Odorous, the classic rule comes in. Bogdan's Law never leaving us. Odorous on 5, leans in, good shot. Mini's gone down. And now Kadabra left with it all to do. And that's not great, as he should be dead here somehow. Gets away with his life, actually. Still alive on 8 HP, but that's not enough to withstand. Apex make it through.
Odorous can do it all. He's all pit people now.
Apparently so. Was there ever a time you almost played? I feel like there was almost a time when you got slotted.
Oh yeah, there was
a one event or something.
Two events. So
really?
the finals against Heretics in EMEA when Leo was not featured in the 5th map.
Yep.
And then he ended up dropping like 30 kills. So I don't think.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It was over. It was all right.
I don't know. At Gen G opening game against Shanghai, I was ready for that one.
You were locked in for that.
I saw the fear in their eyes.
They didn't know what was happening.
Where's Leo? Oh, it's Mini.
Oh my god, we have no idea how he plays. Pressure this time though, deeper pressure from Apex, trying to maybe control over towards that A main lobby, but rotating away, maybe feeling this out. There was no response, no reaction. It looks like a fast B piece. Same sort of wall here. Floor did stick around for a second. Ooh, missed shot here. Could be punishing his. Nice from Quick. Click, good close here. Quick enough on the follow-up on Hype as well. What are you meant to do now? That felt like a bit of a useless ult here, but maybe Avova can make the most of it. A good attempt there towards Robbie, but overwhelmed and outnumbered. Gentlemates just flood that B site.
I think a little bit of a mistake there on the defense again. Like I highlighted it on the first one. The ult usage wasn't perfect for the teams. I don't think there was enough of playing around the ults and kind of setting up those win conditions. Because every round you have an ult, as long as it's not a rubbish one, it's a win condition.
Absolutely.
And I don't see that some of these floods into the sites when you've got these ults, and I'm not loving it.
Okay.
But I'll park that for the moment.
We give them a little bit of wiggle room, but
we'll come back.
Yeah. And also, I wonder how much of that is a response from Gentlemates, just knowing that operator was out as well, just going straight in towards B, knowing that that's going to be incredibly uncomfortable for a retake or anything else going on. But as it stands, it shattered the economy. They're down to 2 Sheriffs, 2 Classics, and a Guardian, and that's it. And look how passive Gentlemates are. Lovely heads-up calling again, making sure that if there is an aggressive piece, they will be ready for handling a deeper default to start with.
Yeah, just an adjustment from the anti-kill. They've heard me. We can't go C again.
It's fine, nothing. So no one feeling like there's been that pressure or exploration down A long, so they take a little bit of the space, but caution being displayed. I only ever worry when it gets a little too late in the round. When we get down to those 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and we haven't got that space, you're walking into the unknown, but they're starting to build up already. 45 seconds now.
Usually quite an uncommon place to end, but because those close proximities, but
that's not bad. Can they close? Oh, Click! He's been so good this map so far. I was questioning the Neon, but looking really clean. This round, obviously, Eco Cobra moment. Just go and farm it if you want to. Already has ult, now down to 17 HP. Probably should be a little bit more passive. And Mini, so aware that Avova could be trying to creep those backlines. Handles it well. Floor, not going to make it happen here. Kadabra, again, controlling well as Malzy. Will be your last one alive. This is good. This is really good stuff from Gentlemates. An in-zone flawless for them. Just looking so robust, so well-rounded.
yeah, I think the B site is generally a bit of an underrated one to end on this map. I think Boaster especially, you know, he was pretty good at cooling them.
Yeah.
Something to note is they're doing a cheeky little one-way smoke on the left side, and the Omen's often TPing up there. And it's very strong. Like Dirk used to do that on Jet 2, updraft, dash into that smoke. You get a nice little angle into A-Link. Because teams know that that's usually the site is going to be left alone.
Yeah.
You know?
And now they forced their hand here, and I'd love to see them kind of layer on the adaptation of going elsewhere, or do they double down on this again? It looks like Floor going to be eyes on.
Watching here.
Ooh, Gentlemates creeping through Garage. Now, actually, Hype was very good at holding this before by Hooker by Crook. He did very well, but now the pressure's coming. Click is on the way.
Great stun back.
Yeah, slows it. Mini's going to find Hype, though. This is huge. Avova starting to look a little bit worried here. Can he survive? Can he try and get himself out of danger, potentially? A little bit of an unknown quantity now, but with that reveal coming in from the ult, they know pretty much everything. Plant is going to be in.
This is another tough retake. We got an operator again. 4v5. These are moments where you love to save, but 7-2 down.
I don't know if you get that opportunity, right? You don't get that luxury anymore. Paranoia to clear sight. And it's okay, Avova. Clear work. The rest, but look at Mini's lurk. Oh, he does show his hand, but it's still going to cause so much paranoia that then just to be uncomfortable for this clear back through. They have 3 players to try and make this one work. 3 down long on the other side, and they're just toying with them, teasing with them.
There's no pings anymore, guys.
Yeah, you're going to have someone check on this. Okay, they do have the ult. They've got it halfway through, but it's Avova left. I don't think he can do much more with this. The time just not there anymore. Mini's impact on that lurk was fantastic. Layered approach, and it worked really well.
Yeah, very good. It's completely messed up the economy of Apex as well. Genuinely saving there was probably correct, but when you're that far down and you're an inexperienced
You got to go
team,
for something.
it's hard to make that call. I was worried for a second. I didn't realize the server ult. Those ping. I've seen a couple of those.
Oh, we've been seeing shots going real wide.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna call him out.
That's great.
Yampy.
This is the man.
Yampy. Yeah. I saw a very wide shot on a diffuser yesterday.
He's... I can't blame Yampy.
There's
I
a
like
bit
him
of back
too
and
much.
forth.
I
There's a
mean,
bit of back and forth.
cruelty already being shown by the ex-Fnatic coach here, and poor Click. Okay, he had a slow start map 1. I feel like he's really kicked it up a gear here, starting to really farm out. And he's great in these kind of anti-ecos. He finds his moment to shine, keeps that ult locked in, ready to go whenever.
I know it sounds like a stupid thing to say, but this is the 4th anti-eco, and they've all been relatively clean from mids.
Yeah.
After the first game where we saw a lot of
Messy.
messiness,
Yeah.
it's very nice to see.
Well, I think it just takes a lot of composure and a lot of diligence, and we've kind of, complimenting it. It'll probably go wrong now, but their approaches have been nice. It hasn't been those late, kind of very messy hits. Now, there was obviously a caster curse. Round's not over though. Oh god! Oh god! What have we done? What have we done? Do we have this power? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I think that Kadabra and Mini are going to be fine here. Mini fights fire with fire. Oh yeah, he's fine. It's all good. 2 shots. And Avova. We're not gonna have fun here. Who knows? We've seen
30
stranger
seconds
things.
left.
He seems a little paranoid about where he could be.
Because he could be TPing over that trip on the flank, so just be careful.
Spike planted.
Smoke up towards heaven, and you're right. They're keeping 1 player towards that, and now the timing should be fine. Yeah, Mini. Safe pair of hands in the end. Mini's having a nice performance as well. I know that obviously Click's kind of the opener. We've had Robbie being, the great kind of mid-rounding calls, really impactful. But I've got to say as well, for me, Mini has been a fantastic closer on this.
Mini is fantastic.
I want to specify,
Mini.
Gentlemates Mini is really
I just
talented.
think Mini, this Mini guy, he's a great guy. He's great. 15 for 5.
M-I-N-N-Y, that guy. Might have to change.
Just Mini.
Just Mini, yeah. No, he's having a fantastic showing. So great to see him doing well. We've seen kind of a lot of the strengths now.
Another A main fight. I wonder if Odorous puts the server ult into this from where he's at. Oh, the cross. Catches anything.
Here we go. Over. That's a great paranoia. That is perfection. You couldn't ask for better than that, and you're right. Odorous does then layer it in with the Hunter's Fury, leaving Mini to his own devices. Okay. That's the first. Gonna have to get 4 more here. Ooh. Okay, it just took 4 to close Mini down. Fair enough. 3-9. It's been a good display from Gentlemates. I've got to say it. This looks comfortable for them.
Yeah. I mean, another fantastic attack set.
It absolutely is. We're going to find out how that closes down after the break. You don't want to miss the end of this one because it is just heating up. To 9 here. I was a little bit hoping we'd have a closer affair on this one. Map 1 was actually very, very good. I feel like Pearl at moments could have gone either way, but eventually Gentlemates picked up the tempo. They absolutely closed that out with stunning fashion. Here, however, they look so much stronger, and this was Apex's choice, Mini. That brings me a little bit of worry, if I'm honest. Now we come into this, and they've only got 3 rounds. That could be won and lost on the pistol alone.
Yeah, the 9-3 curse has to be strong.
Yeah.
That's what we're in for right now.
Do you believe in the curse?
Not really, no.
No.
I'm a stats man. I'm not a...
Moneyballing his way through Valorant. Let's see.
Stats don't lie.
Gotta
I've
give
got
him
a trap
context.
idea here off the camera. So if the camera sees anyone sewers here, the breach is going to stun. Very old school setup.
For Apex?
To be
Yeah, just straight on in. Gonna break the
big retake, but we can see here Odorous with this
Spike planted.
massive lurk on the A long.
Do you think he continues?
What is he doing?
Has he got some mental lineups? I don't know.
100 meters.
Like, I couldn't tell you, but he's coming back around. Timing bizarre on it, but Hype's the one to get clicked, so far so good. Floor, the next in line, gonna claim Kadabra. Looking for a bit more, the chip damage is there. Robbie's now suffering down on 3, nice work. This is looking comfortable. This could be 5 alive. As Mini solid before, that was too much to ask though. First here and the second for Apex.
Yeah, beautiful though. Like, I think pushing out of A there might have been a response I would have done if I heard an attack team B with strong control, but great cleanup, great post plant from Apex.
Nice pistol, guys.
Okay. The Apex fans, they're in the building.
We can see
a little bit of banter between these two.
Same kind of anti-eco from Apex, and mates know that this is common, so playing 3 there, maybe some kind of punish.
This could be nice. A little bit of a challenge, a bit of a test here. Be careful. Tough for Mini to get out of that, but as it stands, okay. Still 2 more here. This is a bit of a trap. Are they feeling that out? Is there something given away? Is it hyped progress? Is it hearing these steps? That audible is huge. Oh. Okay, nice. And now the pit. Oh my god!
Okay.
Look, I'm so glad that I won't be able to glaze Fnatic anymore because it will just be Floor instead. I've just replaced one with the other. It's super easy. Zipan, sadly, is... Everyone's hitting shots here, okay. And it's zone flawless there. And you're right, I like the control from Apex, the heads-up work. They're feeling that maybe there's something going on at C because it's quite a standard kind of anti-eco look.
I liked the hike walking into A for info. I call that the Benji fishy.
Okay.
Heretics anti-ecos very often they got 4-1 Benji with the gun.
Walk in somewhere. Yep.
Weber's kind of Counter-Strike roots kind of coming out there, or Weber and Nozinho.
You can see the value of it. Even if, let's say, they didn't get the kill, even just having that audible of the rotation coming in, it was so key. Now we have the bonus here for Apex. Decent enough, still a couple of Bulldogs and that Guardian still around. Obviously on the other side, how many light shields? Just one, no ults though. And it's quick, it's quite pacey. Yeah, this is straight in towards C, but we do have that, I don't want to say standard setup, but expected setup from the Cypher here. Gentlemate's going to have to play a little bit careful about this one. They probably have to give up the site, as Floor is already on guard duty, but they've actually flooded back out. They're on backside here. Is there any util that they can try and play towards this? This is now a brawl. It's a challenge. Avova does really well, but the answer back there from Kadabra. Click, going to try and close the gap through on Garage, but it's Molzy on the site, leaving just Mini alive. And Apex, I thought they were a little behind the curve, but they handled it really well. That kind of flood, that pre-take almost from Gentlemates not getting what they wanted.
No, I'm surprised. Gentlemates went for like a kind of retake C setup. They had the double wires, but they also lost garage control. Usually you choose one or the other.
One or the other.
To have control of something. Yeah. Very kind of calm and mature gameplay from Apex.
I am a little surprised that we'd see that coming out from Gentlemates on a round like this, because that was quite an important round, right? First big buy coming in for them, up against the bonus. Okay, we're getting closer to a game back on now, 6-9. Gentlemates going to have to be put down on towards the Sheriffs. Still dangerous. We've seen more of these converted than you'd expect normally, so don't completely write it off yet. First contact made towards A-Long, and that's about it. But look at the space Mini's been taking. That is a huge amount of territory. There is going to be an alarm bot deeper, but if that gets dealt with quickly enough, I'd be surprised if it does, but that could put a little bit of a question mark on this map.
Just enough information to keep 3 players toward the A side of the map. So if Apex make the wrong call here and just all in onto this A side, it could get a little bit scary. Yeah,
could get sketchy. And Mini is going to break that, so he's kind of...
Like, we're not seeing the same layers we saw from Mates, where Mates weren't all inning this as much.
This is 4 players now. They could be walking into an absolute blender here. We were very complimentary of how well Gentlemates were dealing with those anti-ecos. Now, let's see how they handle it on the other side of things. They're in the right place. And with 30 seconds left, it looks like the right time. Floor's going to head on in first. Going to see at least one. Smokes up, doesn't go for the lean in towards it. Nice from Zipan, but Apex in the end just trade in really well. They managed to handle the threat. And Avova going to find the last. I thought there was more danger to that than it felt like at the end. They seemed pretty comfortable walking into a 4-stack site.
Yeah, sometimes it goes like that.
It just feels mad, doesn't it?
Sometimes it goes like that. I prefer not to walk into the 4-stack
if avoidable.
site, if I could, but yeah. Like I said, they didn't quite have the same layering that Mates did in some of their defaults. Like, if you default towards that A side of the map and then wait, quite often you're going to end up walking into 3 people, especially when so I want to see that on the gun rounds. Like, is that just something I do on the anti-eco? But on these gun rounds, are they going to have layers after this main default, A main default?
What I do see is Click already with that off.
So smoke on long to deny vision, recon down sewers. So nothing aggressive that Click can really do.
Force back just that little bit deeper. You got the shouldering coming out from Kadabra as well. But they get so close on this, it does get a little bit sketchy, that burst potential. Or he does that, takes away high, big shot there, falls off, but actually sticks around. This could be an issue, yeah, maybe unexpecting the burst off the back of the contact, but great follow-up from Odorous, clearing out Kadabra, and once again the site's theirs. And now down to a 3v4, do they go for the odds against them this time? A difficult retake, you said it yourself. Not ideal at all, having to give away a little bit of the game, even just trying to work back through the smoke. There's so much util against them as well. I don't know if there's much of a chance at this, but prove me wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong. Mini still breathing, always with a chance. And big info found, but Floor just keeping this under control, keeping calm, keeping collected. Odorous in unison. Lovely little combo between the two as Robbie, his options are now done.
I think a mistake from Mates, honestly. That to me is a save any day of the week.
You wouldn't have got that ever.
3v4 retake on A, I'm not taking that one.
Do you think there is that just like unwilling? We haven't seen too many saves when it feels like those 3v4s teams have been going for it. Is it that kind of?
I think it's just this A side.
Yeah.
It's a disaster. Like, it's not fun. Really not fun. I do want to point out the fact that Robbie BK was not playing A on defense that round meant that there was a lack of information about what Apex was doing. Like, there was nothing. They didn't know what was behind that smoke or recon sewers. Like, that passive tank click was good, but the burst afterwards, they had no idea that there was going to be.
So would you be switching?
I think
Robbie
generally Robbie should be. He might be doing a recon from B deep on A or something, but I don't think that's enough. We need to be able to drone back in. We need to be able to kind of get a bit more proactive. We saw a very kind of passive hold where we had Cadaver on top of the box.
Yes.
We called it the tens box because he did very mean annoying things to us at Reykjavik once.
Fnatic and Iceland was never a good combination, let's be honest.
Oi.
What?
Oi. But we came top 2.
Gosh, this map too, yeah.
What?
The flash.
You're making... Oh.
Yeah. I didn't specify which Iceland.
That's true. That's true.
Broad terms.
Mystic getting... Poor Mystic, man.
Yeah,
he was actually kind of
time.
distraught after that one, and I thought I didn't even...
You didn't even clock it?
I wasn't even like that bothered. I mean, Boaster was in the window in his Astra form getting shot in the back, and everyone just remembers Mystic to the flash. When he called it as well.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay. Oh, wow, you actually called it. Well, it gives further context, but we focus here. We focus, up.
The 9-3s quickly come back.
The curse is real?
The curse is real.
Is it real?
It's only... Yeah.
Okay, we say, look, this round, you got to feel like it's going to be 9-9. And unless Click gets, like, you know, really impactful, it's Sheriffs. There's no ults to bank on. I mean, you could get Cadavers in here. Maybe you'd be lucky enough to get Zip Hands or Clicks or maybe Robbies, but they're not to hand right now. So they don't have anything to fall back on in a passive start. The Gentlemates fans trying to cheer on the boys there. Get them going. As it stands, Apex very much on the verge of closing this scoreline if they can navigate this round. There's the Danger Man, Click. Gonna find Hype, and that's Blood Drawn. Not an easily collectible weapon, however, so that's one small silver lining, but you've already lost out on one player.
When the gun is down in those weird spots, I do still think it's worth... How can we get to that gun?
Playing for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be difficult if Apex do decide to finish B. I think it's correct.
I think they've got a similar thought to you, though, is trying to go for that weapon. Avova is going to get traded out, so yeah, I think Cadaver doesn't fancy going for that walk down on their own, so going to dip away, but it is a 3v4. They've made this, I don't want to say doable, but they've made it far more likely.
What is that plant from Multi, though? That's not an easy one to defend.
No, and no pings these days, so... A little tough. And away we go. Gentlemate's going to try and clear through B. So backside's been cleared, close has been cleared. They kind of know that sight's looking aight. Molzy will be the first to layer in that util and kind of try and prop up Floor, but it's going to be Mini with the clear stunning shot. Molzy and Odorous now going to be called upon. Asked the question of. And there's the flank from Cadaver. They seemed unaware of the possibility. And the time is fine on the defuse. I said that with real confidence. Yeah. It's all good.
I don't know the trick. I don't know
the little trick. Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a visual element to it.
Chronicle can call it. I got no idea. I'm a noob.
I'm so glad I'm just like Powers.
I was scared for you for a second.
Nah, I got that. You got a second of confidence.
That plant position. I'm not sure what triggered
that choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were. They couldn't have been worried about the flank that early because they still had some control. They were sat post plot. I don't know. I'm not. You know what? There it is, though. We were saying it got a little bit worrying. There was that hero rifle in there for Click, and he did so well with it. Now the operator's out. He's also got the ult on top if he feels that pressure's coming in too fast.
5 ults for Apex, though.
Are we going straight towards B, though? Yeah. Ooh, nice first, but Cadavra, the layer into that, the high and low, ready to receive. They seem aware of the chance of this. Avova, though, still going to put himself forward. Going for this one, the ult, enough to send him right away.
I mean, good decision.
Yeah, I wouldn't stick around on that. TP.
That's cheeky.
Okay, it's an early C position.
What are these ults?
I don't know.
I think another one of those ults on attack just to kind of make the defense put massive question marks on the map.
Oh, you can already see where
is
it's
that
looking.
Cadaver is the one who's actually got the role position. But it has drawn the defenders into a bit of a search party.
Let's give him space for a re-hit, either towards B.
Oh. If only they knew.
Yeah. It is a pure retake at this point. They still have Molzy for the post plant and Odorous as well, which is pretty huge. So as long as they get a decent plant in here, they're actually in a pretty good spot. Retaking with the operator is not easy, and the turret's there. So Cadaver's going to be noted. Big information.
Tough retake against these ults. So.
Yeah, it is. Again, if they can just buy the time between Hype and Avova, who's got his paranoia, got a smoke there to play in. I feel like Genomates almost have to try and challenge the back line early enough. Maybe with the split through Garage they could, but it's not going to be easy. So they're going to get the pressure going now. Try and find some 1v1s. Hype there does well. Odorous and Avova digging in those heals. Robbie, the options have kind of slipped away for them here. And those win cons of that post plant being Molzy and Odorous being alive still reside. So he knows the days are numbered on this.
That's the best case scenario. You go into a site, you got them from post, don't need to use them. Got them
Come
for
through.
next.
That's 4 standing.
It's getting worrying for mids.
It's getting a bit close, isn't it? Because I feel like even the round that Gentlemates got was off, great work with bringing in the hero rifle, doing well to create that pressure towards B, and a couple of weird choices from Apex, like with the plant. But beyond that, this has been a very dominant Apex side. They have been absolutely in control here. So we do go back in. Those ults still in play.
Maybe a slightly more aggressive A main take here as the servers come across. For this low buy. We see Click playing in front of this smoke.
He's been good, Click. But you're not getting much play on that,
That's
so it takes some space.
What do they do after? Okay, so they just leave the Omen on the line, looking at the A main. They know it's fine. And then if you see the adjustment from mates now,
Yeah.
they're worried about this BX side.
Oh yeah,
They don't-
3-play stack on it. God. I mean, it may not be a...
They don't have the best economy though.
No, you are going to have a couple missing pieces. So Zipan, for example, only has that Sheriff. Who else is there? You do have Click, who's got that Phantom. He's the kind of big player into this. And then, of course, backside, Robbie does only have the Go. It is actually just a classic and already. You're seeing Click find impact. Going to take away Molzy. Robbie then can get a little bit closer. The right Click, not quite enough. The trade there, though. Click coming back in with Mini. This is nice little 1-2 punch. Odorous has ult. Now, this is the only factor left in this. Ooh. Click, you lucky boy. Backline pressure. Hype needs to win that, and he does. Okay, they're holding on here. But with Click still breathing and Mini still alive, the closer and the opener, they are a dangerous duo, and Click going to be noted, trying to find those backline players. He's got Hype down. There comes the ult. Can he close the gap in time? Mini has gone down. He's been caught, and now time is anything. Click needs to get back here. He's down low. 15 HP. He's making a desperate go of it. The dart comes in. That should be checkmate. Calm, cool, and collected from Odorous. And a Red Bull clutch to take the scoreline back all even at 10 apiece.
I really loved how Click did play that round though. Like he knew,
did everything right.
He knew what was going on. Like he absolutely read it like a book. I mean, the low buy kind of coming in there. Like they did extremely
great
well,
considering.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit obvious from Apex going into that B site again. I want to see a bit more from like changing it up a little bit now.
Nice
Especially we're getting into these very deep rounds.
Still got, well, Zipan's got his ult now. Robbie's got his. Molzy on the other side. I feel like he's had his for a while, but...
The adjustment from mates seems to be to actually just go in deep onto this A main. It looked like they weren't sure how to play around not having deep information, and so they've just decided to set Click.
First time though, look who's walking back. You've got 3 players here. Click, this could be everything. Dream come true start. Takes away Molzy. Good trade from Odorous though. I thought Click was out of there.
So they might not expect Zipan though.
Yeah, Zipan's... Oh, does it clear sewer? Zipan kind of preemptively popping this, and it works. The Hunter's Fury from the deep lines. It doesn't get what they need, but Cadaver's found Hype on that lurk up as well. This is a good round. That little bit of aggression working wonders, I guess, the kind of knock-on effect of it, if anything.
getting a bit loose with it.
Apparently so. We got Floor and Odorous to try and work this one out. Oh, the timing. Oh, what are you meant to do here? Completely unaware. Tried to make it happen. Not going to work out. Robbie and Zipan clawing this back right from the brink. 11 in their hands, and that late time switch up is a dream come true for this team.
I don't know how many more rounds they can kind of get
Can't
away
keep
with
doing
that,
right?
But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. They do have the breach ult to work with, a mirror breach ults, but yeah. I do like the fact they're going in deep on this A. Like, their protocols when they're playing passive, I don't think that they kind of figured them out fully yet.
Yeah.
Some adjustments to be made there.
But now I feel Apex, right? You've clearly figured out that there was deeper pressure from A, right?
Yep.
So what's your answer to that? Because now you've seen it once, you've got to address it a little bit because it worked, right? It broke them back in. There was a timeout right now. Do you just take the straight fight? Do you just put a little bit of util towards it? What's the answer in your mind?
There's two ideas. You could either hear the util coming in and just say, get ready posture towards the C half the map. Or we could draw them in and then drone back and use our breach ult to kind of punish them.
Yeah.
I think those are the two main ideas. The only thing is that on a timeout, you're now thinking, but what
They're
going to
think that, or
And
what are
this
they
is
going to do?
It's like, they think, I think, you think, and it becomes a very unfun game that I don't need to play. So
I'm sorry, I feel like I just gave you PTSD there. I was just getting flashbacks.
I will sit here in judgment of what they decide to do and pretend that I was right. That's what I do.
I mean, either way, you're kind of right. Yeah, you gave him an out. You gave yourself an out. Let's see.
Hey, I was trying to get away with that one.
No, I respect it. I respect it. Do we see that deeper aggression? For now, it looks like Apex are kind of lining up like they're having nothing to do it. Might just go pacier. Let's see what the answer is. Pace straight through, up towards Garage, and just negate and ignore any of that early A work. They are going to prop up Click towards that deeper side of sewer and leave him to his own devices. Nice from Zipan. I'm trying to dance with him, but Floor taking the space red like a book. Mini, Soul heads up. Playing passive, deep, aware. Lovely work. Down to 3 here, and look how quick Click is to this. Odorous. Oh! Almost got away with it. Bring it back to a 2v3, but the positioning from Click should be everything, should be underlining this statement. Leaving just of over now in a 1v3. So many elements going right and wrong for both sides here. But of over, this is a tough situation. He'd need to be given a way back in. Does the Aldrone spot? I don't think it does. Stun comes in, dart to follow. He's got a little bit of room here, but not much. And he gets revealed. So Click closes it out. And again, that quick flank mini, it's working in both ways here.
Mates went for a full retake on C and kind of got, again, a little bit gifted on a couple of those frags.
Yeah.
And that's what you love. Like when you're playing retake C and you're just, I mean, I played it for almost 2 years, I think. And when they just kind of give you a little bit,
you're like, perfect.
The retake C then in a 5v4, whatever it is not incredible. Click, highlighting that kind of push out for me, his confidence to do that, that's big. Like on Haven, I love to see it.
Yeah, he's doing incredibly well. Again, those openers and closers, Click and Mini, the two doing absolute wonders. But also, can we just realize Odorous is having a series? He's 21-13. He's currently at the top of the board for Apex, which is wild. Still got a buy here, though.
Going back to that B, which was working earlier.
Yeah, but Zipan's got ult here. He's very nearby. If they want it for that retake, if they want it for the early pressure. TP, hello. They're going to see him. Floor's already in. That's a 2-play stack towards the connector as well, towards A. So Floor's going to have a work cut out here. And there's the flank again. I'm looking at Click here. That's going to be the ult coming through if they find any problems with it. Floor trying to unleash a little here, but doesn't get the shot she wants. It's Zipan. It's Mini. They are absolutely dominating this, but they deal with the back line. Odorous and Hype keeping this game rolling. Hold on, it ain't over. We've got Robbie and Kadavra now. And do they know where these two players are? So far, it doesn't seem as though that's the case. And Robbie taking the similar steps the Click did. Maybe not considered, but maybe now thought of. Kadavra caught by Hype, leaving just Robbie alive. Singing his praises before. He's not been having a big game here. He's having a tough one on this map. Now he has to walk in to a 1v3 post-plant. Not easy. Maybe able to get one, though. You can see the positioning from Odorous. But that is basically an alarm bot going off in the turret to follow. A couple more steps here. Got the Aldrone, got the dart. Ah, but the stun, is this it? It is. Okay, Apex continue for another. It's OT or it's GG.
That round felt like it was completely M8's to lose.
Yep.
I'm not really sure how they gave away in some of those frags. Maybe some of the inexperience showing. Like some of those povs in the VOD review, I'd be not happy about, I don't think.
But it is, I mean, it is always the classic. The last round's the hardest, right? For Gentlemates, they've gone this far, but they get over the line. So what do they have coming in for this last round? Because I feel like the money is a bit lower in some cases. I want to see if they can get that full purchase in. I think they might be able to scrape it together, maybe just a light shield coming out. But the ults were burnt, right? We had Click investing the ult. I think Zipan used his. On the other side, we're one away from the lockdown. We've still got the Hunter's Fury. There's...
yeah, I'm very worried about that lockdown, if I'm mids. If Apex just default towards C at the start of the round and get that Killjoy ult in line, we could see them going back to A, using it, and then having a server ult in the post, something like that. And that's a scary proposition. So I don't hate the idea of Gentlemates trying to deny that orb, but they need to make the read whether they think Apex is the kind of team that's going to actually play for it.
And that's what we're going to see now, isn't it? That's the kind of long and short of it, is how the Gentlemates approach this. This was their timeout as well. They've got to prepare for this one. Not easy. Time to work.
So yeah, it looks like they are, Apex are going for that orb. Yeah.
Okay, I was a bit worried Mini didn't have a gun then, but he's got the Phantom. It's all good. Okay, this is it. This is the big one. And it could be, I don't want to say a checkmate, a slam dunk, but it's a pretty good round if they do get everything online, if they get that lockdown there, if they have that Hunter's Fury still in hand. They're going through the motions, but it is being played off site. We aren't seeing them actively trying to hold this site here for Gentlemates. Already looking for that retake. Probably expecting the flanks now.
Another flood in though.
Yeah, already actually. Off the back of that trip.
Right here.
Kadavra, are they reading this? Pinging it out. They're aware there's a chance because it's happened before. Well, this is getting a bit dicey. This is getting really dangerous. The stun is good. Floor could be dead here, but actually managed to stay alive. What? Molzy? Get Zipan, but look at the damage coming in. A little bit of chip damage on the other side. Hype down lower. Odorous down low. Floor's fallen, but Apex going to stand their ground and keep this one moving forward. Maybe OT is on the cards, but can Click and Mini, the dangerous duo themselves, close this out now in regulation. Mini. Well, that's bold. Case for the ult. That's big info, but it all looks like it's running towards B, towards A. Who knows where they end, but they've got to be careful here. Mini almost getting caught. Almost catching one himself.
Got in already. Could be big. They've over discipline though. Okay, using the Killjoy ult to secure it. I like that.
Click's going to play ahead. I guess you live and die by the sword here. They have no idea. Oh my god! Oh my god! That could have been it. That felt like that could have been the closeout in regulation, whereas now it looks like it's OT on the cards. Mini, what? He almost had a shot at the second, but Hype there securing it. It's OT now between the two, 12-12.
Another cleanest round from Apex.
No.
Not, I thought they were going to go with the nice finisher off of those ults, but kind of in a weird spot contacting up C and winning trades there.
Oh, it did get so sketchy on C long, didn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like there's one and lost almost by this, so there was...
Because they used their drone and recon so early in a way that they couldn't actually capitalize with the server ult.
Alright, it's in the bag.
And then when you, after that, you got a server ult and a Killjoy ult, but in a position where you can't really use them. So, yeah. So a little bit of work to be done, but they won the round, it's all good.
Take it when you get it. Now we have OT. Apex to be on the defending side. Did he get it? No. Okay, they're a little bit deeper.
That's the only way I get kills on this map.
Little double swing. No challenges yet. Deep dart towards A long. Gets nothing.
B has been a big site this game.
Yeah, really high priority for both teams. Zipan here. Looking to work through. It's Click. Probably the first one in if they do go for this. We've been seeing that kind of pressure.
Flora's
through
ready for this neon wall. I think she's gonna make a play straight through this neon wall and try and catch Click if he does decide to go for it.
Do they contact in now? They've cleared out the util from Killjoy, so they can kind of back away from this. They can pause for a second. They've still, 57 seconds, plenty of time. Recheck towards long.
He's trying to drag rotations across, but he's sensed that there isn't anything here. So he is making, hopefully mixed it.
Here we go. Let's see if the counter works. But Click actually going to get stunned up and slowed down. The wall not going to get what he wants.
That's a fake. A weird fake, though. A little bit early.
They can see behind this. There's the jump spot. I think now they know. Odorous. But, oh, Robbie! You ain't got many kills, but that one was goddamn clean. 4 players now left for Apex. 5 still standing for Gentlemates. That's nice from Zipan to catch him, Molesy. Plant's now in. Difficult to play this back here. Floor has to make a bit of a heroic play for herself, and this is brutal. Mini and Click in unison of over. Out of nowhere, they're gonna find 2, but it doesn't matter. Robbie looking like he wants this done. He wants it closed out. No more threats, no more dangers. 13 for Gentlemates.
Yeah, Apex once again, they're like so concerned about this B site that they've like overstacked it and left, in my opinion, the most important site on this map, A. For Odorous backside, having to make a cheeky recon peek out play.
What are you guys doing? What are you doing?
I mean, Odorous is playing well.
He is. And not well enough to hold the site all on his lonesome pretty much at that point, but now the side switch.
Again, the same read from Mates is they're also scared of this B.
Both teams.
Center map.
Do we see a similar ending? I'm kind of curious at this point. Davra and Mini waiting here as well. And you can see how close Click is. He can easily support both sides of this. If it's through Garage, if it's through B.
Zipan still has the stun as well.
Drone, I don't think that caught Kadabra. He could get played in on this. Do they do their due diligence? Do they check? Not well enough. Kadabra going to find Odorous, and that's a problem. He was the top fragger. He was the one kind of leading the fray for Apex. The stun's there, though. Can they close the gap? No. He gets away, and the tempo gets reset a little. You can see Hype looking for an opportunity, but he's not being given one. Click is on the case. He's so heads up about this spot. As a player, they're reading everything very well.
Yeah, good discipline from Click. Don't need to take that G1 the fight before.
No, and Avova's got
A
the
site
space,
is
though.
wide open though.
Talked about those retakes being tricky.
Let's see what they decide to do.
30 seconds left.
Get it.
Zipan, is he? He's got backside. Oh, and that's a catch. They're down to 3 now. Oh, Zipan! Making it into a movie, leaving it down to just a floor. Hold on.
Spike down A.
Yeah, that's on me. That was a common phrase, you know, just
10 seconds
anyone, but it is a 1v2 and it's floor. Good luck, have fun! It's not gonna happen! Mini shuts it down and Gentlemates close out in overtime. Fantastic look from them. This new roster looking deadly.
Good battle from Apex. At the end of the day, they are playing with a substitute.
Yeah, absolutely. If we're bringing it into context, I think that's a
He had a
really
good
fair
game,
shout.
but you know, nice to see Floor had a decent game.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. I mean, there was a lot of question marks around Floor's performance. Would it be good enough? Would it not? I think she's proven herself very diligent in this. Odorous over-delivering massively, but is what it is. But we have to kind of then focus, in my mind, towards the winning side here of Gentlemates. This team has a lot of, I don't want to say expectations, because it's not that heavy, but they are a great team. They've done their work. They've gone to market. They've picked up some great players, it looks like here, Mini.
Yeah, I mean, the scouting has been good. Like, Click is one of those players I said before, and Mini. And then Robbie BK, even he can get 30 frags and lead from the front, or he's behind and still making great calls. So
No, he's an impressive team. Really impressive team here. Apex pushed them, but Gentlemates came out on top. They kept their cool, closed down in OT. It got a little dangerous, but for me, Click and Mini in that second map were a fantastic duo. Robbie really proving his value on map 1, but overall excited to see what this team can do going forward. A lot of people predicting them towards the top end of this league, so a lot to look forward to. And speaking of things to look forward to, we have the post-plant coming up next with Yinzu, Billy, and maybe Robbie and Click if you're lucky.
I do hope you will be lucky. Welcome to the first post-plant of 2025, where we have a plant. Where's the default plant? Yeah, we got the default plant behind me. I'm sure we're going to get more as the season go. But yeah, a great win there for Gentlemates. It felt like on a different day, maybe we we would have been pushed to a map 3, but Billy, I think it speaks volumes that they were able to close that out this late into the night as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think as well, with the first map not being as close as I perhaps thought it might be, that second one really running down to the wire there, even getting into an overtime. So yeah, unfortunately it didn't go Apex's way, but Gentlemate's looking really good so far.
Yeah, they are indeed. But they got to play against Team Heretics next. Is there anything that you saw today you feel like they could really actually take it to Heretics?
That's a really good question. I think with Team Heretics not making any roster changes is really difficult, right? Because they actually had time to reset after the during the off season and kind of like take in any of the losses that they had last year, not to kind of like throw them out there and call that out. But I think, yeah, for Team Heretics, they've probably had enough time off where they can kind of recharge and get ready for this season, whereas Gentlemate still have been trialing players and getting ready for this season and probably spending more time cracking.
I'm coping a little bit just because I kind of want to see how how brave he will be to maybe play the Neon against Miniboo.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a real test, right? Of course, Apex, great team, not to take anything away from them, but they had a stand-in, they have new players, getting kind of used to the stage. But if Click can do what he did today against Miniboo, of all people, I think it's the French fans, they better start believing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think as well that a lot of the players on Gentlemates, that, like we said, they have come up from VCL. This is their VCT EMEA debut. So I wonder if going up against a giant such as Team Heretics will kind of get to them.
Yeah, we have a couple of players in the studio. Please come and join us, guys. And welcome to Postplant. Of course, it is Robbie BK. I mean, people are calling you Robbie 8K on Twitter, so I feel like we should change your name. And Click as well. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
First win here in VCT. I'm a big fan. I just want to kind of start and ask you guys, what made you kind of join Gentlemates as a team? I'll start with you because I know you've had a few trials. There's a lot of teams that were coming after you. So why this team in particular?
So for me, I was instantly always watching about like to the IGL, you know, like I'm a player, I need my freedom. So I was watching in the trials, which of the IGLs gives me my freedom, you know? And when I was playing with Gentlemates, Robbie was fully trusting me. And like he gave me a lot of freedom. So, and I felt like there's a vibe already, you know, like first trial day, like I felt already, these are like really good people, you know, with like matching personalities.
Who wasn't giving you your freedom? Call them out. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
It's my first day here.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll never do that to you. And for you, it's not every day I meet somebody that played First Strike. I feel like there's a lot of history. Your journey's been very long to get here. So yeah, to talk me through, what was your kind of reasoning into joining Gentlemates?
Honestly, by the way, I'm sorry for my voice. I lost everything.
We did see that. We saw. I think we heard it from here as well.
Yeah, we definitely did.
It's okay. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried with a bunch of teams, and I really liked Goat, like the coach. We played like 2 or 3 scrims, and instantly we went on a call for like an hour and talk about the game and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I didn't really have to think too much. And honestly, like the org is really good as well, and there's so many fans, and the CEOs are amazing. So yeah.
You were sold. You were sold instantly. Nice jerseys too, by the way.
Yeah,
and I like the bundle too.
They are very nice.
As well.
Speaking about the fans, Robbie, you've gone from playing in French challengers to now representing a French organisation, and we know that the French fans absolutely love watching any French team play. Do you have anything to say to the fans at home after your first win?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's honestly amazing the amount of support you guys give us, and yeah, my brain can't think right now other than yeah.
Thank
you, guys.
Since your brain can't think, I need you to tell me what's the best league: DAC, Polaris, Portugal, or France? You're most qualified out of everybody in the world, I think, to judge.
I would say French by far.
Oh, okay. He's media trained as well. But let's take a look at some of your highlights, because your debut as an IGL, you know, we know what they like to say about IGL sometimes, with lacking fragging department, but you definitely didn't do that. On Pearl, you went absolutely crazy. So,
wait, who's this guy?
This is I don't know.
My.
It looks scarily like you.
Who are they peeking though?
Oh, you can't blame me.
Wait, we don't show the team back.
I gotta ask you, why the paper X, gun buddy?
Oh, I completely.
What are you doing?
I didn't have time to change the skins.
No, that's a good thing. You know, like I think that's a green flag, having the paper X gun buddy.
Paper X is good, but
yeah. So you just put it on randomly? You didn't have a?
I used to run the paper X because I like the team.
Ah.
on my main account, I have Gentleman's bundle.
Okay, what about you, Click? What are you running?
Right now, I swear if I would tell you this, you think I'm crazy. Like all our practice for 2 months or something, I was always playing default Vandal. But now, I don't know, I wake up today, I thought like, I think today is glitch pop, like I cannot be asked play again default Vandal.
Oh, okay.
And you know what my coach came to me? This guy saying, bro, you need to change your default Vandal, you know? I said, why? He said, imagine you die and your teammate picks it up. Like, we're gonna lose,
you gotta be a team player. You gotta be a team player.
What are you saying?
You might be the only player I've ever met, I think, that likes the default Vandal.
I swear, trust me, if you would see me how I was playing with this Vandal, you would love this Vandal as well. Like, it was aimbot,
the default?
really. Yeah,
I mean, I saw you play in the off-season and all of it last year, so I don't remember seeing you rock with the default.
Off-season I was grinding only glitch pop red, like the red glitch pop. So today I was feeling it also. Like, I woke up, I thought, yeah, today is glitch pop day. And yeah.
I've heard people playing the Sakura Vandal, but never the default Vandal.
What do you mean, people? Laz. That is Laz's Vandal. Sorry, I really know like skin versus player. It's like the white one with the like cherry blossom on it.
No, it's ugly.
It's what Laz runs. If you ever watch Zeta, he used to run that all the time. Okay, that's interesting. So let's take a look at your highlights on Haven, because you were not using the default Vandal. It was the glitch pop Vandal. Now, some people were a little bit surprised about this Neon. I was in your corner. I told them you are a 310 ACS Neon player. Your Neon is absolutely disgusting. But why did you guys run the Neon? Because no one else is doing that.
I mean, my coach, like before we even played Haven, he said after the Neon nerfs, you know, like after we knew about it, he said, you wanna play Neon? Like you wanna keep playing Neon? Because before they nerfed her, I was playing Neon, you know, because like it was just too good. So after the patch, like he asked me, you wanna play Neon or go Jet? And we already had threats with Neon, you know, like we had already some set rounds. So I said, for the team, let's fucking go. Like, for me, rather, like, personally, I would go Jet, you know? But, like, for the team, you need to sacrifice some stuff, you know? So, let's go Neon. And it's not like, now Neon is shit, you know? Like, it's still really good. There's one stun, slide, wall. The ulti is tilting me a bit. Like, you pop it after 2 seconds, it's over. But what is this highlight?
Wait, why did they put
my
that
highlights,
Yeah, I don't know why they put that in.
Let me, production, can we next time?
Production, restart the stream, no?
Where's my highlights? I'm waiting for my highlights on Haven.
Oh no, your Pearl was like, we didn't have enough time.
Okay,
it was too many things to include. But, you know, you're human. That's nice. It proves to us that you're human. When it comes to the comps and decisions, do you get a say? Is it just the coach, or like, are you out here being like, we should do this?
In what way, sorry?
In playing Neon or whatever else that you're incorporating?
I think, usually we decide as a team. We have 3 coaches, and I mean, they usually propose the comp, and then we have a say in it, obviously. Like, if we don't agree on it as a team, we're not gonna play it. But yeah.
We didn't get to see you play Apex at Ascension, Robbie. Obviously, you guys kind of dropped out a little bit too early. But what I was going to ask is, how did you find playing against Mozzi's IGLing today?
I mean, we heard what you thought on the stage. We heard you had some thoughts. Are you backing those thoughts?
Yeah, I stand by it. I think,
Okay.
I think on Haven they were pretty good, but overall I think they were quite readable on the attack side. Like, we kind of knew what they were doing.
Is that partially because you knew they were probably going to play Haven? I mean, we thought that was one of the maps they would probably lean heavier into. Did you have the same kind of read?
Not really. I think we just liked Haven, and we're like, let's just leave it open and
play your own game.
Give us any map, and I mean, especially Apex, like, we'll beat you guys anytime.
Okay. All right.
All
right, I love that. Can you do what you just did to Team Heretics? Can you give it to them as well? I mean, trash talking Apex. Come on, like, if you can trash talk Heretics, I'll give it to you.
Let's just say, Apex, gone. Heretics, we're coming.
Oh, okay. Click.
If you know, you know.
Bro, you want to get me in trouble, no?
No, I actually want you to
look, I tell you my personality, okay? For me,
humble guy.
No, I'm really humble, you know?
Yeah.
But for me, before games, I don't like to talk. I don't like, if someone comes to me and like asks me, yeah, you gonna win? I'm gonna say, we'll see, you know? Like, I only talk, like, I know I'm really good, you know? And I know my team is also really good. So I play, and after, then I'm full happy, you know? Then I talk, you know? Like, I don't want to, of course, like, saying, yeah, we're gonna destroy you, blah, blah, is good, blah, blah. But, like, I'm not the type of guy who goes on Twitter and says, yeah, we'll be easy 2-0, no problem. Like, for me, I just play, and after when we win, then I talk.
This is the balance, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you do all of that, and then
Oh,
you
well,
can...
They're a
you
good
can-
team. They're a good team.
Yeah, you can chill. You can chill. I do want to ask you about Floor, though. What did you make of her performance?
Oh, this one round, I remember was like 3v1 or something.
On Pearl?
Pearl,
Yeah.
And like I hear Kara screaming like play time or whatever. And then I hear Floor pop the knives. I'm like, oh. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I'm very confident, but right there I was a bit doubting myself. I'm not gonna lie. I have to be honest.
Did you think she
And I
was
even
gonna...
slammed my desk.
Oh. We need to get that footage. We need to get it. Did you think she was going to be as good as she was? Because that was obviously her first game in VCT ever. So were you expecting that kind of
I
performance?
mean, for me, because also people asked me, like they asked if I think if she will play also as good as like in Game Changer. I said like as a player she will not get worse now, you know, like she still has like her full skill. So like I was kind of expecting it, and like I realized it. Like I remember it was Pearl. I was towards double door. I swear to God, I got the ugliest one tap in my face, and I didn't even see her. I got shocked, you know. I swear I was shocked. And like, but this shot wake me up at least, you know. Like it woke me up. Then next pistol round, 4K.
Yeah,
you
lock
know?
in.
Yeah.
Lock in.
I couldn't let this sit on me, you know.
We didn't get to see any Teo from you guys. Is that something that you have up your sleeves, or
Any what, sorry?
any Teo?
Tell you what?
Tejo.
The new agent
Tejo.
Oh
Teo.
yeah, the new agent. Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
Pronunciation. Tejo.
Teo.
Tejo.
I can't do that.
Wait,
Just say it.
Where's Kickoff when we need her?
Es Tejo.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean,
I mean, it's a new agent, you know. Like we might show it, we might not.
Okay.
Gotta
Also,
keep it a secret.
you speak Spanish?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Do I look like Spanish?
No,
or?
but you were correcting the pronunciation,
No,
so I
hell
thought
no,
maybe
no,
you
no.
speak
Yeah,
Spanish.
my Scottish accent just
Oh,
completely butchered
I was
it
gonna. I
clearly.
thought maybe. What about French? Surely, like now, your French should be.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
but-
I can tell you,
teacher?
I had 7 years in school. I had French. I swear to God, like my my French is, I think, worse than Robbie's. And this guy, did you quit school?
You don't want
Or
to.
go back to the desk.
Oh, he doesn't want to. It's okay. It's
No,
okay,
no,
don't
my
worry.
French is like not the best. But like I can understand, but talking sometimes is hard, you know. Like I forget the words. But yeah, 7 years in school was kind of useless, to be honest.
Well, what was your biggest takeaway from 7 years in school? Like, what did you learn from school that you still
In
remember
general,
now?
yeah?
Yeah, in life.
In life, to be honest, like I was a cheater in exams.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Oh no, people are gonna
I-
take this out of context.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, carry on.
no, guys, chill, please.
Yeah.
But like, what can I learn from cheating? You know,
Oh no, it's getting worse.
be smart.
What about you, Robbie? Go on, give us some life advice. What's the one piece of advice that you hang on to?
My one piece of advice. I can't think. I don't have any advice. Stay strong, stay humble. Unlike me.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is unlike me? You're humble, no?
I don't know, bro. I'm just yapping. I
You're
don't know.
humble. Bro.
that's okay. You're allowed to yap here. You're allowed to yap here. Now, the next game we have is tomorrow. We have a couple of games tomorrow. If we take a look at the bracket, I wanted to get your prediction on the other games that are happening because Vitality will be playing KC and Fnatic will be playing BBL. We'll start with the Fnatic BBL game because that's the first one. Who do you think is going to win?
Wait, who do you think gonna win? Ladies first, you know. Like,
Oh, I'm on the show tomorrow, so I can wait till tomorrow to share my opinion.
Okay.
You're not here tomorrow,
ladies
so.
first, bro.
Which game again? Fnatic? BBL?
Fnatic BBL, who's winning?
I think it's a quick 2-0 for Fnatic.
Okay. I'm surprised by your answer.
I don't think it's a quick 2-0, but I still think it's a 2-0 for Fnatic.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like it, you know. You need to go after your feeling.
Okay.
If your feeling says something, do it.
Yeah, I was feeling that Fnatic were going to win champs in 2023, and
Unlucky.
my
for you.
feeling was, yeah.
Wait, what do you think now? Look, we both said it. You need to say it.
Fnatic BBL. Billy, how are you feeling about
I was
this?
feeling like yesterday was going to be a 2-0 to Giant X, and BBL managed to win that series.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't want to play the I don't know, but like I genuinely couldn't tell you.
No, but BBL is also really good.
Yeah. I don't honestly, Forza BBL, I'm never going to doubt Yumpy. He's going to diff. IGL diff going to be right there. I think BBL win tomorrow, 100%. Next one will be obviously Vitality versus KC. So I feel like that's I mean, there's no winning for you guys. The French team's going up against each other. So who are you feeling?
I think both teams are really, really good. And it's going to be a really close game. I have no clue who's going to win.
I think 2-1 KC. 2-1 for KC.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not putting a prediction.
No, you need to.
I can't.
You need to.
I can't.
But
All my
you need
pick'ems
to.
have been so wrong.
But you need to.
So wrong.
Infana, come on, it's Click's first day.
But
Okay.
please,
We
yeah.
have to listen to him.
I just think after watching Sadak yesterday, I think KC might end up taking it. But for scoreline, I don't know.
But 2-0?
I don't know about scoreline.
You need to say.
I have to say.
But you need to
Why
say.
am I being pressured into
But
this
you
on
need
our
to say.
desk?
Okay, how about this? I'll do you. Billy will give you her prediction for the rest of the season if you beat Team Heretics. You beat Team Heretics, you come back, she'll tell you all
You're
of
so
her,
lucky that she talks for you.
Yeah.
all of her pick'em, she'll do it. Deal?
Okay. Yeah, deal.
All right, we got it on camera.
You got it on camera.
Yes, so the reason I'm also telling you about the game tomorrow is every night we have the show. You know, we invite the players from the winning team here to join us. And tomorrow, the winner between Vitality and KC will probably get them here as well. Would you like to ask them a question? We're going to record you asking a question, and then they're going to answer your question. We don't know who it is, so maybe keep it generic, but you can ask anything you want. Anything in the
Click,
world.
what's the question?
I want to ask Kimmy, like Kicks, if he loves me.
You
Which
could-
camera?
This camera here, but on the off chance it's not Kicks, I will, maybe you just ask whoever it is if they love you. You know?
No, but why not Kicks?
He might not win.
No, I need to ask Kicks.
Okay.
Because if he wins, it's so good.
Okay, fine. We'll let you do it. It's up to you.
Okay, can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Kimmy, you were one of my first teammates. I love you, bro. Last time, you fucking...
Language.
When I saw you last time in the stage, bro, you just ignored me and walked.
Same, we both said, hello, Kimmy, hello.
So
and he
that's
just
what-
ignored us.
I
Like,
don't know, bro.
What are you doing?
Next
Like,
time I
what
see
are
you,
you
bro.
doing, Kimmy?
Next
Okay.
time I see you, I'm gonna ignore you as well. But I wanted to like deeply ask you if you love me, because I really love you, Kimmy. And yeah, I hope
I love you too.
you're having a good game, bro.
I think you might have your answer if he ignored you. It doesn't feel like love. It feels like
Oh,
one-sided.
no, he just didn't see us, okay?
Okay. Okay, I believe you. I
You
believe
need to
you.
believe in the good
I
things.
believe you, but I felt like we're starting beef as opposed to like, what's
Yeah.
up? Like, why didn't you say hi to me?
Hey, chill, come on.
Yeah. It's okay. You might have blessed him. Maybe they win now.
Maybe, yeah,
Maybe with
maybe.
this they win.
Maybe.
But thank you very much, you two, for joining us. Congratulations
Thank
once
you.
again. We look forward to seeing you play Team Heretics. Thank you very much, Billy, as well, for joining me, and Kakuka, and our casters, and you guys at home for watching as well. We're going to be back for 2 more games tomorrow, starting with Fnatic versus BBL. Have a lovely rest, and we'll see you then.
That north side taking the wall. It worked against them. It drew their crosshair up just a smidge, but it was enough. Oh, a disastrous round for Team Liquid. 13-10. Movistar Koi have stolen Liquid's map pick.
I'm going to be honest with you, Mitch. I don't know if I want to discuss this one too much. That was a pretty brutal half for the side of Movistar Koi, and they've got to prove something. Leaving Camo as the last man standing, and he's done very well. It looked a little bit labored of Leon, but instead he takes over.
Kiko holding it, swinging in to close out the map.
No idea. Oh my god. Oh my god. That could have been it. That felt like that could have been the closeout in regulation. Anyone, but it is a 1v2 and it's Floor. Good luck, have fun. It's not gonna happen. Mini shuts it down and Gentlemates close out in overtime.
We ain't the same. Get in your lane, stay in your lane. Wait, this ain't a game. Been through the flame, now get out the way. Whole lot of change, still been the same, put that on the name. I had to go through it just to get to it, look what I became. Elevate, level up, way to the top, headed to the peak. All them boys wanna talk, hit them out of law, but don't got receipts. I do it with ease, to you it's a burden, to me it's a breeze. You feel that? That when it's the breeze, that kick back. You coming at me, boy, sit back.